Is American Horror Story the scariest program you'll ever see? Of course not. But it will keep you guessing in a way that most shows just don't even try right now. The show, or at least the first season, centers on a family that moves into a haunted house and deals with the house's spooky inhabitants. Sure, the plot sounds extremely familiar, but the show tackles the premise with a unique outlook on the lives of these ghosts. So I mean, that's what I really think that really carried the whole show and made it so great, is all those supporting characters, like all the ghosts that inhabit the house. I mean, what do you think?
And I agree with you. It's definitely an original take on that form of story, and it was weird, and that's something that I like, and I know a lot of people, that's why they watched it, because it was weird, and you never knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was like second episode right away, they already had like a reason to leave the house.
Yeah,
like, they didn't try to drag it out at all.
Even with like the first episode, how there's that like black
the guy in like the
scuba suit, you know, like what?
Yeah, I mean that was like the big thing they showed.
All right, I'm
before.
good. Like I'm gonna leave now.
But I mean, like I'm so glad that so many of the supporting actors got nominated. Like Frances Conroy, like I loved her in 6 Feet Under, and she was great in this. And then Dennis O'Hare, who's great in just about everything he does. Like those, I know that Connie Britton is nominated for Best Actress, but I don't think she was great. I think it relied on all the people that were like the ghosts and like the people that were all drawn to the house.
I mean, I agree with you that it was a good show. Do I think that it should win? No. I feel like it had its flaws, and I don't really even see it as a miniseries. Like when I think of it, I'm not like, oh yeah, that miniseries, you know, American Horror Story.
I was surprised that it actually ended up in the miniseries category because it had like a normal run. But I mean, I guess they're looking at it maybe because like since they promised that every season's going to change so much, that like they can count it like, oh, this was like a standalone season, so they're counting that as a miniseries.
Yeah, and I mean, my problem with it is it had like the normal flow of a show. So in the beginning, the acting was a little, and then it got better and better as it went on. And to compare it to shows like Sherlock, where it was just phenomenal through and through, like amazing acting, amazing cinematography, amazing art direction, like through and through, like Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman, like perfect. And for it to like take that show and put it next to American Horror Story, it's like I feel bad because
I feel like one thing they could have done is that they actually did like make American Horror Story into actually like a mini series and had it like Sherlock didn't have as many episodes as American Horror Story.
Yeah, it had 3, but they were 90 minutes each.
Yeah, so if American Horror Story, because like some parts of, I'm sure you agree that some parts of American Horror Story kind of like
could have been left out.
Yeah, so like if you would have cut it down a lot, I think it would have been a lot better.
And then like put more time into that story instead of stretching it out and adding all this like guys in scuba suits.
I don't think it was a scuba suit. I think it was a sex outfit, but we'll just call it a scuba suit.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. All right. With 17 nominations, I'm greatly looking forward to see what this show will have to deliver in the future. Since the creators have promised that every season will focus on a new locale with all new characters. Featuring masters such as Chloe Sevigny and James Cromwell, Season 2 will definitely be worth the price of cable.